The boys played really well today, and even though we play here, it's a Werribee game, obviously, the next one we play, but the boys have actually played relatively good football here all year, which has been pleasing for us, and it's our home away from home, if you like. And we're super excited about the future going forward and playing games at Arden Street, so that's when we'll really be home. But no, really solid effort today.
Between Nick Larkey, Nick Rippon and Matt North, we had a really good spread of goals today as well.
Yeah, it was good. We looked dangerous every time we went forward. I mean, even the numbers in the third quarter, we had 7 entries for 7 scores. So I think that was our focus before the game, was to get the ball in a little bit more than perhaps we had in the last month of football. So that was a positive for us today. But we were so solid across the ground today, you know. And Footscray are a really good side, and beat us quite convincingly halfway through the season. So to bounce back and get a win today was pleasing.
How do you go about managing the expectation with someone like Billy Hartung returning?
Oh, that's really simple. Billy comes in and plays the same role and method that we do it at the next level. So it's not, there's no complications with that at all. We keep the messaging relatively similar and simple. And Billy came in today and gave us 3 quarters of footy and provided us a fair bit of run and most of all got through unscathed. So I mean that was a big aim out of today's game.
Tom Jefferies deputised for Braden Bruce today. Big shoes to fill, to say the least.
Yeah, there was a couple of young guys that came in and filled the ruck void, which was good because they both tried really hard and were competitive, and that's all you can really ask for when you come up against 2 AFL quality ruckmen. So we were pleased with that. Haven't combed over the numbers and see what they were like, but we certainly won enough football to go forward and kick a winning score. We were pleased with some of the contests that Tom gave us today.
In that last term, we had a sort of a 5 or 10 minute sequence where we had LDU, Rippon and Matt North all step up with goals. How crucial was it to have that in that part of the game? It was really up for grabs.
Yeah, I thought our first 5 or 6 minutes of the last quarter was super important. We got a couple of clearances. Luke was electric around the ball. Nick Rippon was, doing what he usually does, which is just that super hard work around the footy and then getting forward hard, which was fantastic for us. And like you said, Matty was pretty tireless all day as a small forward, and just what he does is just keeps giving you a contest. So the 3 of those players were really influential.
It must be great for the boys' confidence to come out on top after a really good arm wrestle for 4 quarters.
Yeah, it is, and we were consistent across the 4 quarters, barring being outscored, I think, in the third quarter by a few points. We were pretty consistent all day, so if you can win 3 quarters of footy in a game, you're probably going to win most of your games. So, again, the consistency that we've craved in the past, we got a bit more of today and ended up with a result. So really pleasing for the players.